next up.
Kissin 97.7, today's new country. I'm Tresa Robinson. It's the Kissin Ride Home, and it's Fresh Face Friday as well. And I've got Jacob Bryant on the line with me. Word is I interrupted your fishing tournament, Jacob. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, you're fine. We're actually just coming out here to have a good time and try to catch some big ones tonight, make a little money.
What? Oh, you're going to make some money off these fish. What are you trying to catch today?
We're fishing for bass, largemouth bass, spotted bass, et cetera, et cetera.
Okay, we have a lot of salmon here in the Columbia River in Wenatchee. What's the best bait to use, Jacob?
Best bait used. Well, we're fishing Carter's Lake, so this thing changes overnight. So I guess it's a guessing game at this point. 90% of the time, just a worm or a jig, artificial bait, is only allowed in the tournament anyway, so you can't use live bait. So pretty much just got to guess and hope you get lucky.
You got to trick those fish into thinking they're going to get a meal.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, now let's talk about your music, Jacob, because I really, and I told you this, I was so impressed with your lyrics because they're so deep, they're so heartfelt, and they're about the tough things in life. And you're just so young to experience tough things in life, in my opinion. Where is this all coming from?
I'm only 25, but I feel like I've lived a lot in a short amount of time. You know, when I was growing up younger, we grew up really poor and didn't have a whole lot of, nice things growing up. And it ended up being that I had to grow up really fast. You know, both of my parents, dealt with addiction issues. And then my mom passed away in 2010. I had to deal with that as well. And I guess just having to grow up really fast, you just have to make life work, keep your head down. And the best explanation is that I don't really know where the lyrics come from. I was blessed enough to have a relationship with God and a relationship with the fact that pen and paper go well with me, and it kind of came easy for me as far as writing and I guess coming up with things that I feel like other people can relate to in real life experience.
Definitely a lot for a 25-year-old young man to have already dealt with in life. I do have another question for you, though, Jacob.
Yes, ma'am.
Lighten things up here. What exactly is a redneck slip and slide?
A redneck slip and slide is what broke my hand.
I heard about that.
My manager was not real happy about it, but we got bored one Sunday. We decided to have a Sunday fun day. We call it On the Ridge. I live on a road called Rocky Ridge Road and have my whole life. But there's a big hill, and we went and bought $60 worth of tarps from Home Depot and put some Dawn dish soap on it.
Oh my gosh.
We started drinking a little bit of beer and putting a little bit of water on it, and it just so happened that it was fun. So
oh boy.
that's a redneck slip and slide.
I think I'm just going to stick with the regular, inexpensive Walmart slip and slide. Right now I'm going to play my favorite of your songs, Jacob. This Side of Sober. It's Fresh Face Friday on Kissin 97.7, today's new country.
He said, hey, mister, can you tell me how far?
Kissin 97.7, today's new country, Zach Brown Band with Beautiful Drug. I'm Tresa Robinson, your host for the Kissin Ride Home, and it is Fresh Face Friday. Jacob Bryant on the line with me live from Georgia. Jacob, what is the worst job that you've ever had?
Well, I wouldn't say it was the worst job, but the worst experience I've had with a job, I guess. I was building houses for my uncle, and, you use a nail gun in the construction industry, and I just happened to hang my nail gun on my ladder, and this nail gun was messed up, so it swung around, and I shot a nail in my kneecap, so that was when I decided that I was no longer going to build houses, that I was going to play guitar and sing.
Oh, yeah. Good idea. Or maybe... Or you could have used a hammer.
Well, yeah, absolutely. That would have been a better option.
Oh, my goodness. What grosses you out?
Snakes or spiders. I'll turn into a girl just instantly.
What's so gross about a spider? They're not very quick. You can step on them and they're dead. Gone.
I don't know. I'm just... Snakes more so than spiders, but it's kind of funny. Back in high school, I had a girlfriend that, was obsessed with snakes and stuff, and I told her I couldn't date her anymore because of that. That just weirded me out. So I just I had to stop that and go back to being friends.
Okay, what would we be surprised to learn about you besides the fear of snakes and spiders?
What would you be surprised to learn about me?
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess my compassion for others. I guess growing up the way I did, I sympathize with people that are less fortunate and whatever. And, anytime I get a chance to help or do something, I do. And I had a lot of cancer and stuff in my family with aunts and stuff like that. So anytime I see that kind of thing, I try to donate or do something to at least help the cause, because I know it's a pretty evil disease for sure. But I don't know. But I guess behind all the redneck and the beer drinking and raising Cane and all that stuff, I definitely got a soft spot for people that, that are sick and need help.
You are just a surprising young man. We're going to, we're going to come back and I'll have more questions for Jacob Bryant. And next, we'll play his brand new single. It's called Rain on Kissin 97.7, today's new country. Kissin 97.7, today's new country. More coming up next on Fresh Face Friday with Jacob Bryant. Here's Jason Aldean on Kissin. Kissin 97.7, today's new country with Kenny Chesney Young. And I've got a young man on the line right now, live from Georgia. And we're talking to our Fresh Face on Fresh Face Friday. His name is Jacob Bryant. So here it is, Jacob. Do you have a 5-second rule?
Yeah, I definitely have a 5-second rule.
Yeah.
I've definitely dropped a piece or two of beef jerky and picked it up, made it anyway. But
beef jerky, that's nothing. How about something soft and squishy?
Yeah, I don't know about that. If I pick it up and it's wet or like pasta or something, it's going to pick up dirt, and I don't know.
Or hair.
I guess it just depends on how good it is.
You can always wipe that dog hair off of it, right?
Well, I don't have a dog, so luckily
okay.
I'm spoiled in that aspect. My aunt cleans my house for me, so my floors, you could probably eat off of them most of the time. She keeps me pretty hooked up.
I need your aunt at least for a day.
Yeah.
Seriously do. Okay, so Jacob Bryant from Georgia, and I don't know if you know this about Wenatchee, Washington, but we are the apple capital of the world, and so we have so many different varieties of apples, and I imagine you have a few varieties of peaches. So what's your advice? What is the best peach variety that we would want?
It's kind of funny you say that, because there's not a whole lot of peaches that grow in the part of Georgia that I'm at. It's more like middle Georgia, southern Georgia. But if you want to talk about apples, we have a lot of apple orchards up in around Jasper and LJ, where I'm from. They have an actual apple festival up here, and Mercier Orchards that makes apple cider and apple wine and stuff like that. But as far as a peach variety, the only thing I would say is if you ever get a chance to eat some of my grandma's peach cobbler, that'd be the variety that I would say to go try.
The sugared up with all the good carbs that we love so much. So apples, then you're an apple guy. So what do you think of Honeycrisp and Pink Lady? Do you have that?
I don't think so. I mean, my favorite apple is a Granny Smith apple, because I like sour stuff. So that's that one. And then my uncle, who I'll not say his name, makes really good white liquor out of those. So it's it's a thing in the Blue Ridge Mountains we like to call moonshine, but it's just a pastime that I hope never dies, because growing up and stuff, it was kind of fun sneaking into my pawpaw's closet and taking a sip of it when I was sick, or whatever. But Granny Smith apples would be my favorite. Okay,
that settles it. I'm going to have to run right over to the Stemilk store and pack up a box of Granny Smith apples and send them to Georgia for Jacob Bryant. Coming up next, Jacob Bryant's song Through the Windshield on Fresh Face Friday. It's Kissin' 97.7, today's new